Hello peoples of YouTube, welcome to my channel. So my name is Rebecca, if you can tell from the channel name, and today I'm going to be doing what the title says, whatever you clicked on. I will be telling you 20 facts about me that nobody asked for and I'll probably regret putting on the internet. Let's get started! Woo woo. Number 1, my name is Rebecca. Shocker. Number 2, I am half Vietnamese and half Chinese/Hong Kongese. So my mom is from Vietnam and my dad was from Hong Kong. So I don't know if that's Chinese or Hong Kongese, but I just tell people I'm half Chinese to make it less complicated. And I was born in America, so I'm a first generation immigrant first generation born immigrant. I don't know, I forgot what the term is. I forgot what the term is, but I'll put the correct term somewhere here. Okay, number 3, I went to Viet school for 7 years, but unfortunately throughout high school I kind of lost it because I graduated from Viet school like when I was in middle school. So I decided to take Spanish instead in high school as my foreign language elective, even though they offer Viet, but I thought I wouldn't lose it. Well, guess where we are today. Number 4, I have a weird irrational fear of fruit flies. I get scared of like the sound it makes, like when it's like close to my ear. I feel like it's gonna get stuck in my ear. I don't know if it's more of a dislike or a fear, but I would say it's a fear. Like I genuinely get scared of fruit flies. Not like the little gnats and flies, they're just kind of chilling because I have those in my room. Those don't scare me, but like the big fruit flies that are like this big and like they have like the green eyes, oh my god, those are terrifying. Number 5, I am an only child. I think if you watched my previous videos, I feel like I give off those vibes, only child vibes. There's just not much to say for that. I'm an only child. Okay. Number 6, I sleep with my eyes a little bit open. It's kind of like every time people have told me it's really creepy, but I can't control it. My eyelids are too small for my eyes. So like it can't close all the way. So I'm just like it looks like I'm awake, according to my family and friends who've seen me sleep. Accept it. My eyelids are too small. I can't change that. I can't like stretch them out. Yeah, moving on. Number 7, I am an introvert, if you couldn't tell. Silence is not awkward for me as long as I'm with someone who I'm comfortable with, or at least someone like, even if I don't know them very well, like I have good vibes with, you know? I'm okay with like sitting in silence with friends and family. I know for some people that can be awkward, like that's constantly talking, but I don't like constantly talking that much, so silence is cool as an introvert. I don't know, there's different degrees of introversy too, but that's my degree of introversy. Is introversy a word? I made it a word now. That's a word. That's my degree of introversy. Number 8, when I sneeze, I scream like an Asian uncle, Asian dad scream. If you know, you know, but it's like Hacha. It's like really loud. I aspire to have people who sneeze like they're like Hachi, or like how I need to let it all out or else it's just gonna be stuck in there forever. I'm like and stuff like that. So again, I can't control it. Just like me sleeping with my eyes open. Number 9, I tend to be late to everything that's trending. Like usually I find out like months later about them, or like I know they're trending but I'm not interested in watching a show or a trending show or listening to a trending song until like months later. Or sometimes I don't watch or listen to it at all. I don't know what. It's not like I'm trying to be cool or anything by not watching them. It's just like most trending things aren't interesting to me. And if they are, I'm gonna watch it and listen to it and read it. But if it's not, then I'm not gonna do it because everyone else is watching it. I don't feel left out if everyone's watching a show that I have not watched yet. That's all cool. That's good with me. It's okay. Number 10, my Hogwarts house is Ravenclaw. Last time I checked. Maybe I'll make a video of me retaking the Pottermore test because I have not checked what house I've been in a while. But last time I've done the Pottermore test, I was Ravenclaw. On the note of Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling area, I absolutely disagree with J.K. Rowling's comment about the trans community. And just because you're a Potterhead does not mean you have to be transphobic like her. I would not consider myself a Potterhead because I've only read the first 2 books and watched the first movie, so. But yeah. Don't be transphobic. Number 11, my favorite season is fall. If you watched my last video about me reacting to my graphic design art portfolio, I stated it there. But yes, fall / autumn, whatever is your cup of tea, I really love it. I really love fall because the weather, I think, is really perfect during that time. Like usually it's like the right amount of chill. I don't like it when it's too hot. The beginning of fall though, it gets really hot. Like during the daytime. Like the morning it gets cold and it gets really hot, and then you have a bunch of layers on when it's cold in the morning, and you have to carry those layers around when it's really hot, and then it gets cold again. First world problems with those layers, man. But anyway, number 12, I love salty and savory foods over sweet foods. I've just never been a sweets person. I can't eat too many sweets, but I can like down a whole bag of like Cheetos or something, hot Cheetos, or any type of chip, honestly. It's kind of sad. Number 13, I would say one of my favorite TV shows as of right now is The Good Place. If you haven't heard about it, which I'm shocked, but you should go search it up. I'm not going to really tell you because I feel like I would spoil it if I started talking about it. But honestly, I think it's witty. That's the word. It's very witty. It's funny, witty, and then there's like those times when it's emotional, it actually can almost like make you cry. We can talk about it in the comments after you watch it. So, you should watch it. Number 14, my favorite time of day is nighttime because I am usually the most productive during nighttime. That's when I do my homework. I'm like on like the work grind, homework grind. Number 15, I wear hard contact lenses at nighttime so I can see during the day. It's very interesting. You should go check it out. You should like check out like hard contact lenses. I think that's what they're. I forgot the specific term for them, but basically like it shapes my eyes. So like at nighttime, it goes from like my blurriness and then it goes clear, and then in the morning I can see clearly. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Okay, yeah. Anyway, number 16, I play the piano, recorder, ukulele, and guitar. I'm not really good at any of them, especially because I don't practice a lot, especially since Shelter in Place started like almost a year ago. And you would think that would be the perfect time to practice since I'm home all the time, but I think my motivation for practicing really dropped. But yeah. Number 17, I've had a fear of dolls since when I was 4. I watched the Chucky movie with my cousins. After I watched that movie with them when I was little, I would like literally cry on the spot, and like every time someone would give me a doll for my birthday or Christmas, like it was that traumatizing, and I'm still scared of them to this day, but I've learned to like hide my fear. But yeah, they're a bit scurry still. Still kind of scurry. It's scurry. Number 18, I currently have no piercings. I don't know if that's interesting, but I've had piercings actually since I was little, like when I was a baby. Like my mom got my ears pierced, and then I had them pierced until around 3rd grade. Like my elementary school, they didn't allow us to have jewelry. So like when I got into the elementary school, like in kindergarten, my mom literally had to put just like sticks there, like literal like sticks, to keep the holes open so that I couldn't wear like jewelry or like earrings. And then like around 3rd or 4th grade, my mom just gave up. Like she didn't want to continue putting sticks in my ears. So she just removed them, and then they closed up, and I'm too scared to get piercings now, even though I think they look really cute and or cool on a lot of people. But I'm too scared to get them now because I feel like when I was a baby I was not aware. They just poked a hole. I probably cried, but I don't remember. But then now, my brain's like only a little bit more developed than when I was a baby, and I feel like it's gonna be more traumatizing. I don't know. Number 19, also like back on TV shows, I love mockumentaries. That's like, if done right, is one of my favorite types of TV shows. So like The Office and Parks and Recreation. I have seen both of them twice in their entirety. All the seasons twice in their entirety. I don't know. I think they're just really fun, and then you can just get attached to all the characters too as they grow. Well, The Office can be questionable for the first 2 seasons and occasional episodes throughout the seasons, like, because you know it was made in a different time. Pretty offensive. But I feel bad for saying like you just have to get through it, but honestly, like, the rest of the show is really good. You know, you can't you. I don't know. It's up to you whether or not you're willing to ignore the offensive episodes. I'm not ignoring them, but I feel like you need to get the whole show as like a whole, and then acknowledge that there are those offensive episodes and not move on. But I don't want to sound bad. I hope you know what I mean. I hope you know what I mean. I'm gonna move on to the last fact. Sorry. Number 20. I have visited my motherlands a lot. Yes, that is going to be the last fact. Interesting, right? I used to visit Hong Kong every single year when I was little, and then that stopped like when I hit around 5 years old. I think there was like a 1 year hiatus from 5 to 6, because at 6 years old I started going to Hong Kong again until I was 11. As for Vietnam, I actually visited for the first time on my last visit, like along with my last visit to Hong Kong. Like after Hong Kong, I went to Vietnam and then I came back. And that's the end of the 20 facts about me that no one asked for and I shouldn't probably put on the internet. Yay! I hope you enjoyed this video, and goodbye for now. Goodbye, peoples of YouTube. See you in my next video, even though I'm not sure when that is going to. I'm not sure when that's going to be because I don't have a schedule, but bye.